Well, I didn't think it was going to be a very heavy trade season, but all of a sudden we got a couple trades in a row in just 2 days. Not even 2 days, not even like 12 hours, it feels like. But anyway, Dennis Schroder has just been traded to the Golden State Warriors. They're trading him from Brooklyn. They're getting back D'Anthony Melton, who was actually having a good season for Golden State before he was injured. So he's out for the season and everything. I believe it was a torn ACL or a torn Achilles, something like that. But Golden State sending over 3 second-round picks. The Nets are sending back with Schroder 1 second-round pick. So really, this trade is Dennis Schroder going to the Warriors, and the Warriors trade 2 second-round picks. So I have to say, my initial reaction is I'm pretty surprised about this. Shout out Shams, by the way, for breaking the news. I'm kind of surprised by this. I kind of figured that Dennis Schroder was going to be one of those guys that they trade a first-round pick for. Not that the Nets really need a ton of first-round picks at this point, so I'm sure they weren't necessarily tripping about it. But what did they really get back here? They just got back some second-round picks. I mean, fair enough. Dennis Schroeder's a really good basketball player. I mean, this is a big pickup for the Golden State Warriors. I mean, we can take a look at Schroeder's numbers for the year. And also, one quick thing. In the ideal offseason series we did, I drew up a similar thing where I was like, hey, the Warriors should go after Dennis Schroder and add him to the team. And so many people commented on it about how bad it was. Look at you now. Look at you dum-dums now. I mean, I'm going to get plenty of things wrong, but I have to celebrate when I get a couple right. It's a little bit later than I would have liked, but, it worked out at the end of the day for Golden State. So you're adding a guy that's scoring 18 points a game, shooting 38% from three on 6.5 attempts per game. He's efficient all the way around. He's getting you 6 assists. The assist-to-turnover ratio is good enough. It's above average for a point guard, so we love to see that. I have no complaints. Dennis Schroeder's a really good defensive player. He's a shot creator. Where do you throw him in lineup-wise? I presume you just start him next to Curry. That would be my presumption at the end of the day. Dennis Schroeder has a big thing about wanting to start. That's always been a thing that he's said ever since his Atlanta days when he was behind Jeff Teague. He's always said, yeah, no, I want to start. I want to be a starter. You can play him next to Curry. Curry doesn't need to have the basketball to have success. So you've got a willing passer in Dennis Schroeder, another guy that can go create his own shot. You've still got guys like Buddy Hield on the team that are going to help Dennis Schroeder become even a better player. I think that the combination of Hield and Schroeder is actually going to be a lot more deadly than people think, because think about when like Tyrese Halliburton had Buddy on the team. It's nice for these guys, these point guards who they like to slash and they like to distribute once they're slashing, right? To have these like guys that they know are just going to catch the ball, shoot the ball, and shoot it effectively. Buddy Hield has a lot of gravity. Obviously, Steph Curry has the most gravity of all time, but I think this is actually going to work pretty well. Again, you add a defensive player to the Warriors. I think this is awesome. This is a no-brainer trade for the Warriors in my mind. I know they don't have all the draft assets in the world, but this is one of the better players you can go out and actually get right now. And I don't know. I'm kind of shocked by this. Does this trade work like mathematically? Even I'm just thinking through that now. I mean, this is pretty recently. It was just about 20 minutes ago. I just got out of the shower, and I'm surprised that this is the case. So I wanted to open up Fanspo and even just see if it's if this is a trade that makes sense, or are we missing details in this. So let's draw this up just really quick. So let's go to Golden State. We're gonna bring Brooklyn into this. Where is Brooklyn? Brooklyn's the 8th seed. Good for them. Brooklyn. This probably means they're starting to trade everybody, right? There's probably gonna be more names on this. Watch out for Ben Simmons possibly getting released or something. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Trade him to the Warriors. Oh, he's only 13. Why did I think he was like 17? Okay, so yeah, no, it actually does just make sense. I don't know why I thought he was 17. So he can't be traded until December 15th. Oh, that's why it actually can't happen until tomorrow. That's interesting. Little note there. But this is a great trade. I wish I had like more things to say about this, but it's not that complicated. Golden State moves a player that they can't currently use, adds in starter level NBA player that can go create his own shot. He's a clutch player too. Like at the end of the game, if you got Dennis Schroeder on your side, I feel really good about that. Him breaking down somebody, there's not really anybody that can stay in front of him in the NBA, and he can hit shots from multiple spots on the floor. I feel I feel really good about that. I wanted to take a look at Schroeder's like lineup numbers a little bit as well to see if there was anything that indicated like where he was kind of playing the best with. And so it looks like just the starting, no, it wasn't even the starting five for Brooklyn. Interesting enough. This is the starting five right here. Was working well for him, which has a high level shot creator in Cam Thomas, you replace that with Steph Curry, you presume that that still works well. Is Dennis Schroder going to work with like a Kuminga or something like that? I don't know. Kuminga's a tough one to make it work, but it's interesting enough. I don't know. I think this is a great pickup. I know there was a lot of rumors about the Warriors wanting to add Cam Johnson and Dorian Finney-Smith as well, so I wonder if there's going to be any expansion onto that trade. I don't know how you would get like a Dorian Finney-Smith on there at this point, or a Cam Johnson without trading Andrew Wiggins. I don't think you want to do that right now. Wiggins has been having a good season, but overall, man, if you're a Warriors fan, you should be standing up right now. This is a great addition to your team. We can take a look at the standings because the Warriors have been falling a little bit as of late. The Warriors are down to the 5 seed. They lost their most recent one, but still 14-10 for a team that, like, let's be honest, they're a little bit overperforming in comparison to like the actual talent that they have on the roster. This team still doesn't have a center that they can trust. They don't seem to trust Looney or Trace Jackson Davis, and I tend to understand that at this point. It seems like they're more so going with like Draymond and Kuminga and just being like, fuck it, let's hope that works. But looking at this team, I mean, you got some people overperforming. Again, Melton's gone now. Lindy Waters has been nice for them. You have to assume a guy like maybe Moody gets moved, maybe Pods has been struggling a little bit offensively this year. Gary Payton only plays well when he's on the Warriors. Buddy Hield's been nice for him. They don't give him as consistent of minutes as I'd like, but Steve Kerr seems to change his lineups pretty frequently. Obviously, Wiggins is playing well. Draymond Green's actually shooting the ball really well this year. Why do I feel like I haven't seen Kyle Anderson play any basketball recently? Is he hurt? No, he's not. So what the hell's going on here? 23 games, none starting. No, he's just not doing really anything interesting. Well, fair enough. Yeah, it's Kyle Anderson. It's going to be what it's going to be. But no, it'd still be nice if they could figure out the center rotation somehow. If they could get a Nick Richards or something, that'd be interesting. Paul Reed just got cut today. Maybe they can go get a Paul Reed somehow. Like somebody's going to take Paul Reed. He can do some things. He's not great, but I mean, he's an NBA player at the end of the day. Somebody can use him. But anyway, Dennis Schroder on the Golden State Warriors. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, and hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. See ya. Bye.